What's happening, y'all? Welcome back. We are live. This is Creatia Comics. I am your host, Lord Cussalott Travis Pointer, aka the Dragon King, aka Big T, aka T Money, aka Sweet T, aka Black Merlin, aka the HNIC. And I'm joined as always by my co-host Mara the Shark Watkins.
Hero.
How are you today, Mara?
Alive.
Alive is good. Alive is good. They been going okay?
Yeah, it's pretty chill. It's my house cleaning day when I'm not doing
Oh,
this.
I see. I see. Good to have. No, you're having a good day. Nice and chill.
Thank you. How about you?
It's been a strange one, Mara.
Why
It's been a
strange?
strange one. There was a cat in my house today.
By choice?
That's what makes it so strange, Mara. I brought the cat into my house. I we were out for a walk this morning, right?
Mm-hmm.
And as we were, we take a walk every morning, and we're at this part. There's this busy street, and there's this cat that runs across the street. Almost gets hit by cars multiple times running across the street.
Oh God.
First, it was following kids to the bus stop, and then ran across the street. And we saw this cat do this, and we're like, okay. Then it ran back across the street, Mara, through the traffic, almost getting hit again. So now it's on the opposite side of the street from us, and we're just like, okay. Then it does it again, Mara. It does it again.
Cat doesn't respect life.
And this time, it gets to us and it starts doing that cat thing when they meow at you and rub up against you and shit and all that. And then,
Mm-hmm.
like, we thought it was going to go in a direction where it was going away from the street and then keeps, like, going back into the street. And we're just like, if we just leave you here, you're going to get hit by a car and I'm not going to be okay. And, I'm not a cat person at all. At all. But I'm like, I'm not gonna let this little nigga die. So
How lovely of you.
we pick this thing up and bring her back to the house. Take her to the Humane Society, tell them what's going on. They're like, yeah, we're full. Like, yeah, of course you are. But then they also
Inflation.
see there was a clip on the ear, which means that they've already been like taken in and recognized as feral, and they've already fixed her and just set her back out there. So
Mm.
no shelter's gonna take her. And so we kind of brought her back to like the area where we found her, left her with food and all that kind of stuff so it wouldn't starve. But it's just like, sheesh. So yeah, there was a cat in my house today.
A feral cat at that.
Yeah. Yeah, she seemed pretty sweet though. So it was just like,
Maybe she just needed the right home.
maybe.
But I guess we're not here to talk about feral cats.
We're not, especially because there's one that knows where I live now, and I don't know how I feel about it. But no, we're not. We're here to talk about comic book shows because that's what we do here at Creatia Comics every week, right here live on twitch.tv/Creatia World, youtube.com/Creatia World, and facebook.com/Creatia World. We are live. Those of you who are not watching, who are watching us live, thank you very much. Please consider subscribing to us on Twitch, twitch.tv/Creatia World. I mean, yes, I said that right. Yeah, and if you have Amazon Prime, you've got Prime Gaming, so you can subscribe to us for free. It won't cost you a thing. Just you link those things, and you be like, boom, give them money from Amazon.
Now,
Like, it's helpful. So do that.
take the money. Or
Yeah.
make them give us the money.
Yeah, right there. Twitch.tv/Creatia World, y'all. Also, if you're listening to us, appreciate that as well. Just so you know, you can listen to us on podcast services everywhere. We're on all of them. But yeah, we're there. Also, don't forget, you can get some extra stuff and support us as well on Patreon at patreon.com/Creatia World. So yeah, y'all do that. We would really appreciate that shit. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Mhm. But yeah, now we got that out the way. Let's talk about what we're here to talk about. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna talk about Stargirl, but also there was a new trailer for season 4 of Titans, and we're gonna live react to that as well. So let's first go ahead and get through Stargirl. Let's talk about that, and then we'll get to the trailer. How about that?
That sounds good to me.
Yeah, yeah. So this episode this week of Stargirl was called What?
Frenemies, Chapter 7, Infinity Inc. Part 1.
Infinity Inc. Okay. So this episode kicks off 6 months ago in Milwaukee, where
Jenny.
Jenny getting kicked out of that children's home she was in because she turned 18. They just kick you out on your birthday and shit, which is like real fucked up. But
And then also said that she was annoying.
so
No, I was just saying, she was mean, just rude.
oh yeah. That's what I was about to say. Like, so what is she doing? That mean you kick somebody out on their birthday? An 18-year-old, like they don't know shit. She gonna die. But yeah, so that was happening at the same time in Civic City. Her brother Todd, who I suppose is her twin, I didn't realize they were twins. Um,
Yeah, I just had to kind of put that together.
yeah, so having some real weird, like sneaky birthday dinner with who I'm guessing was his boyfriend. Because the way they were interacting, it seemed kind of romantic. So it was just like, okay, we're gonna go with boyfriend here. I don't know for sure, but just a guess. Um, so Jenny pulls out the ring, and green stuff starts happening to them both. That's the best way I could describe it was green stuff. There were green lights, green eyes, all kind of green stuff. And at the same time, he's getting all fucked up, and they get flashbacks to when
They were
they were
separated.
separated as kids. Yeah, and then some dark, smoky stuff starts shooting out of Todd, and he's just like, "Okay, what the fuck is happening with you?" And then the cops show up. And I put cops in quotes because no badges on what they were wearing at all, no emblems or anything, just the hats and the jackets and shit. And also the police cars they were in, completely unmarked, just had the lights on top. So I'm just like, these are not real cops. There's no way. There's no way.
Especially, like, yeah, they just seemed weird.
Yeah, they bring him back to that spot that the team was looking for him at last season.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, yeah, thank you. You'll be paid and all that kind of shit. Like, yeah, definitely not cops.
Just confirmed that. Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
And in the midst of all this lady who paid off these fake cops lets him know that his father was the Green Lantern.
Just outwardly.
So that's the thing. Then he also meets Skeleton Keith David. Also, his name in the show is Mr. Bones, but Keith David did his voice, so just want to know.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And Keith David was one of them people who, for the longest time, I never knew his name. I just called him that nigga because he was just randomly in shit all the time, and I just never knew who he was. But then one day I actually looked it up, and we found out his name was Keith David. I'm like, oh, that's his name. Now I know who he is, and I'll never forget. But
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that nigga. Exactly.
He's like in everything.
Yeah, exactly. You didn't know his name either. Exactly. That's
his face was who popped up when you said it, and I was just like, I think that's him. Yeah, he's from Harlem.
Yeah. So back in the present though, we got family having this weird, super awkward dinner because they're trying to put on a show for the cameras. And Sylvester's in their ear, just like, yo, this is really bad.
Painfully awkward.
Yeah. And he's like, Courtney's a natural though. Like, be more like Courtney. But we got like Pat and Mike like going back and forth about saying grace and shit, and like Pat like ends up saying the Pledge of Allegiance in the middle of it or some shit, and it was what the fuck are you
And
doing?
it's like, you don't do this shit normally. What are you doing? Or
Yeah.
do they? Like, and I just haven't noticed.
I don't recall ever seeing them say grace or the Pledge of Allegiance before a meal.
Okay. I would hope they're not just outwardly just saying Pledge of Allegiance randomly or before a meal.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see. Never mind. Thought I had to sneeze. Okay. So anyway, while this is happening, apparently Beth is doing something. We later find out she's like triangulating where the cameras are and all that kind of stuff so they can find them and do all that shit.
Cause a blackout.
Yeah. Right, setting off a blackout. We got Rick and Jakeem and the mechanic dude whose name I can never remember.
Zeke.
Yeah. They're playing Perfection. And I'm like, huh. I remember that game. I never had it, but I remember seeing the commercials for it all the time. Pop goes Perfection. Yeah, I remember that shit. Yolanda's at work. Her mother calls her at work and starts asking questions because apparently she's been saying she's working late shifts and she's not working late shifts.
I really dislike her mother a lot.
As do
too
I.
much.
As
it's
do I.
too much.
And Operation Blackout Bomb is a go. That's what Beth calls it when she puts out all the lights and shit. They don't know how long it's going to last. They just like, yo, it's out for now. We don't know when they're going to come back on, so let's get to work.
Kid stuff.
Yeah. And then right before she does it, though, Rick looks directly at the camera. And it's just like, why are y'all doing this if you're supposed to be acting like you don't know the camera's there? Like, why do they keep doing that?
Look, I already have my theories about Rick throughout this whole episode. So
oh yeah, Rick was a dick the entire episode. We'll get to it. So yeah, she shuts the whole power grid down. It's time to find the cameras now. And creepy dude that's watching from the cameras gets really pissed off and messes up his own puzzle. And I'm
you
like,
think
yo,
it's Mr. Bones?
Possibly, but I don't think so though. Just because of the way that the breathing was happening and all that kind of stuff. If it was him, I feel like we would have known by now.
Okay.
Especially since they've already shown us Mr. Bones now, you know.
This is true.
So Rick is now like going overboard with his powers, like just leaving the thing on forever, and it's having an effect on him. He's extra
going
aggressive
through roid rage.
Yeah, he is extra aggressive for no reason.
This is textbook roid rage.
Yeah. So that's happening. Shade just shows up and like, yo, come with me if you want to live, kind of thing with Courtney, and
is kind of like, nope, not taking no for an answer. Come with me.
Yeah. And Pat runs right behind them, going through the little portal thing, and whoosh. So we got another thing with Yolanda and her mother. They're going back and forth, and she's talking about, give me your phone to get out of this house. And we see later on that Yolanda chose get out of the house.
I was like, girl, go, because fuck them.
Yeah.
Fuck them. They are not nice to you.
Yeah, because somebody else leaked your nudes. Like, what the fuck?
Because other people are bad fucking people or do horrible things. Your parents don't like you. That's crazy.
It's ridiculous. But, I mean, Yolanda said it last week. Her parents suck. So.
This is true.
Mm-hmm. So, Mike, at this point, goes down to the basement and sees that Courtney and Pat are gone. He's like, yo, Barb, what the fuck? Like, my dad and your daughter are missing.
I don't like this.
So, yeah, apparently Shade's powers are like his abilities are just falling apart, just going all shitty. And
because they've been drawing on each other.
Yeah, him and Jenny have some shit happening. And that's why he brought Courtney in. He's like, I need your help with her because I can't do this no more.
He's like, I need someone else for her to leech off of.
She's like, yo, what the hell? So apparently they found Todd and they're in the basement underneath where he is.
And they think saving him will help Jenny get the dark shit out of her ring.
Yeah, because for some reason the Green Lantern ring is now connected to the Shadow Realm. So
From some dark matter from last season.
yeah. Let's see. So then we got Jakeem. He's like he tries to wish for all the cameras that the gambler's killer ever touched, and it was none of the cameras. So it's just like that means camera dude didn't kill the gambler. That's just what that means because
Yeah, because it's
to
not
me,
it's that's a specific enough requirement that it would have picked up those. I
or
feel
or
he's just not the one
that
who
set them up.
physically.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he had somebody else set them up. That could be it too. He didn't touch the cameras. Somebody
yeah.
else touched the cameras to set them up. So that's a possibility too. But I'm taking it to mean that he didn't kill the gambler. He just watched it happen.
Mm.
Um, let's see. Then we talked about Yolanda. She shows up at the
Whitmore house.
and we're just like, yo, I got kicked out. So like I know me and Courtney ain't really cool right now, but I ain't got nowhere else to go. So I'm gonna stand here and cry until you let me in. And then they let her in. Let's see. We talked about Rick being a dick. He's about to smash through another wall and pull a camera out, but then the power comes back on. And at that point, he looks right at the camera and says, "We're coming for you." Brr,
Ha
brr,
ha ha
brr.
ha 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 ha. Bam! Smash! Rick smash!
Yeah, yeah. And yeah, so that happens.
Gets a
What's up?
cease and desist.
Basically. Now it's time for the Todd rescue. They go up into the room to get him out of there. They're doing some kind of weird experiments on him or some kind of procedure or something happening.
The light is suppressing his power.
That makes sense.
And if he will destroy the world if he's removed, is what he.
Yeah, that's what he said. If he
Yeah.
leaves, he'll destroy the world. But Jenny grabs him anyway. Some crazy shit starts happening.
Shit hits the
Todd,
fan.
yeah, like Todd is now a weird smoke demon thing. And yeah, at the same time, Todd in the shade, like there's some crazy shit happens and they end up back in the Shadow Realm, I think is where they are.
Pat and Shade end up in the Shadowlands.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. And that's how the episode ends. So that was Stargirl. Anything else with Stargirl you want to point out?
Nope. I hate
Cool.
that it's 2 parts.
Who's winning this week?
Damn, is anyone really winning this week? I want to say it's bittersweet because I want to say Jenny finding her brother, or even like Yolanda getting from underneath her parents, but they're bittersweet because of the cost.
Mm-hmm.
But these are the best ones I'm thinking that are winning.
Okay.
Unless
Pick
you want to say the police officers that the lady paid.
That got paid. That's a good one.
Yeah, like I'm close to just saying them. Like that seems like the easiest one. But no, I'm gonna go with Yolanda because Yolanda needs some sort of win. And I think not being under the weight of her parents' expectations, I think can help a little bit.
Okay.
Will be like beneficial to her, I should say,
Right.
not help.
I'm actually gonna go with Beth this week because she was the one that did the thing to shut down the cameras and everything, and it worked.
True.
So I mean, consistent execution, I feel like deserves recognition.
Mm-hmm.
And she has been consistent and she's executing. So I'm going to say this week, Beth, you are winning. Because she, like, follow up from last week, because she found the cameras. This week she did something about them. Who's losing?
Everybody. The whole show. I'm gonna go with Todd.
Okay. I'm actually gonna go with Pat. You know, him and Shay both getting sent to the Shadow Fell or Shadow Realm, Shadowlands, whatever the fuck it's called.
Shadowland.
Yeah, Shadow Place. Yeah, them there, Shadowland. Yeah, they both got sent there, but Shade, I feel like is way more familiar with it. He'll be all right, but Pat less so. So I feel
It's
like it's
human.
yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like it's worse for him. So I'm gonna say he's losing.
Okay.
But yeah, folks, that was Stargirl. Fun, right? Yeah, that's what I said. So
Can't wait for the second half.
So I also told you all that we're gonna do a reaction to the new trailer for Titans season 4. So let's check that out, shall we?
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. This is kind of no, this is new for us. We haven't done this before, but let's see if it works. You let me know if you can hear it. You should be able to. But hold on, let me see. Did I turn? I may not have turned on share sound. Give me just a second. Yeah, I didn't share system audio. There we go.
Just been looking at
All
silence.
visual, all visual. Nothing else.
Less things to sue for. Oh, nope, still can't hear.
Really?
Yep.
Come on, it sounds on there. I'd be real annoyed if it's just share screen, share system audio. Oh, you'll be able to hear yourself. That might freak you out. Careful.
What do you mean?
Do you hear yourself now?
No.
Okay. How about now?
No.
Okay, good.
Whatever happened here?
Can you hear it?
I wanna hide it.
Yeah.
Okay.
They can't hide it from me. Who are you?
Rachel! What did you see?
We should not have come to Metropolis.
The Temple of Azeroth is now yours. Welcome to the ancient world, Cussalott. Soon the gods will know your name.
I can assure you, the gods already know me. Connor, this is Lex Luthor. I'd like to meet in person.
Luthor got caught up in the occult. He's the only man Bruce Wayne was ever afraid of. Superman's not afraid of him. Neither am I. You should be. We're dealing with the supernatural. That scares me. Her name is Jinx.
And this is the person we're going to for help. Good magic versus bad magic.
Dick Grayson, deal maker extraordinaire. Hard pass.
Okay, I don't know whatever all this is, but we do need your help.
The world is a brutal place. We're all so alone. What are you doing?
I know you, Sebastian. I know what's in your heart.
Who the hell are you?
It's just a hunch, but I'm gonna assume she's a bad guy.
Ever since we got to Metropolis, strange things have been happening to me.
They're trying to tell me something.
I can hear everything that people here say about me. They will never let me forget what I am.
My father, Lex.
You're a part of our family. If you leave, it's gonna hurt us.
boy. I saw that. I see Tim is still with them.
Tim Drake, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So let's see here. What the hell? Why are we watching this Ace Fane video now?
It switched over really quickly.
Whatever happened here?
So, couple of things. Well, first of all, what did you think?
I mean, I like trailers for shows, seasons, only because I know that like no matter how much they give us in the trailer, I don't even know where it will tie in where, because they'll have like 10 episodes or so.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited to see what they are going to do with the Lex Luthor storyline.
Lex shows up, it's always bad news.
Yep. And because like I heard rumors that like this season was going to kind of circle back around to Connor more. So like I'm interested to see what this dynamic will look like, because I mean technically he's one of two dads. So
yeah. So a couple of things about this. When they were chanting,
they're chanting like Raven's phrase, right?
Azeroth.
That's
where she was born. Apparently that's where she was born. Was in Azeroth. It's a place. So there's that. But there are a couple of characters in there who you would recognize, and those of you who are subscribers on Patreon who watch Multiverse may recognize Mother Mayhem and Brother Blood. So
Mother Mayhem.
Yes, the Judas Contract. Yeah. Not Justice League, Teen Titans Judas Contract. So let me see, where was it?
Oh, this is gonna be wild.
Yeah, right here. That's Mother Mayhem. So we saw her in the Judas Contract, and then dude.
Who the hell are you?
It's just a hunch, but I'm gonna assume she's a bad guy.
Maybe. Yeah.
Who the hell are you?
It's just a hunch, but I know you, Sebastian. I know.
Yeah. Sebastian Blood. Brother Blood.
Gotcha.
Is him. Yeah. So we got him happening. So yeah, we got that whole story coming now, which is gonna be fun. We saw Jinx earlier.
I liked when Brother Blood was black in the movie.
Yeah.
Her name is Jinx.
Jinx. That's this young lady here. She's one. She never like officially joined the Titans, but she's kind of always been like an honorary member kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Her thing is like the power of probability and fucking with stuff that way and all that.
Gotcha.
Yeah. In her case, it's like she causes bad luck for people.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've seen her. She's been shown on Flash before, I'm pretty sure, no?
Possibly. That sounds familiar. Yeah.
Like she just tripped up Barry a lot.
Right. You're right. Yep. Yeah, her. But yeah.
And we'll get our crossover with Courtney Whitmore. I mean, that wasn't shown in the trailer.
Yeah, but Stargirl and Doom Patrol.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. This ought to be fun. This ought to be interesting. I'm looking forward to it.
November 3rd, right?
Yep.
Can't
That's
wait.
what it said. Which is strange because that's pretty sure that's a Thursday. I think. Yeah.
Yes.
Thursday. Be weird. And I don't know how they release those. They just get put out at midnight or if it's a certain time thing because it's HBO. I don't know what they're doing here.
It's 3 a.m.
Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, that was fun. And I guess that'll be it for this week's episode of Creatia Comics. Don't forget, you can follow us on both Twitter and Instagram at It's Creatia World, at ITS_CREATIA World. Oh, there's no banner. My bad.
Which one? Were you spelling out? I know you were spelling out Creatia World, but like, which
Twitter.
link? Yeah, Twitter and Instagram.
Yeah. I was
like, which one were you on?
I mean, we got this. So it's just
There we go.
You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Creatia World. Let's see, we also have our Facebook group for this particular podcast. Mara, what's that Facebook group?
Facebook.com/groups/Creatia Comics.
All right. And also, if you're a wrestling fan, don't forget to check out Smacking It Raw every week with Vince Daddy Delgado and the Ward and Matt Ritter. They have their own Facebook groups, facebook.com/groups/Smacking It Raw. You can find me on both Twitter and Instagram at Lord_Cussalott. That is at LORD_CUSSALOTT. Mara, where can they find you?
Mara the Shark, MARADASHARK on Twitter and Instagram.
All right. Cool. Well, I guess that'll be it. We'll catch y'all next week. Until then, we out.
Bye.